Hello, hello, people. How's everybody and anybody doing? Hope everybody's doing lovely this evening for me. Morning, day, or night, whenever it is for you. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. It seems like it's getting dark for me, unfortunately. I'm gonna do. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna be on. Do a little fishing. Come on, that's the wrong spot. That should be enough. Si, my man, how you doing, my friend? Those particular ones you're probably talking about, I didn't eat. Those were from market, but I know they're delicious because I've had them from the same spot. Sometimes I'll save out some of the biggest males and have them for myself. But cheers. I'm glad you stopped in. Hope you have a good evening or night, I mean. Seems like it's pretty late already for you. Yeah, I'm just going to be on for a little bit. Probably going to take this character over to old Sakal, debating on going with the little bit of stuff I have or killing them all. Been in the mood lately to keep a character alive instead of starting fresh like I always do. but I think I've roamed the coastlands of Cherno a little bit. Sakal seems like a nice little option. So possibly by the end of here, I'll jump on Sakal or just prepare myself up for tomorrow. Either way, right now it's just some relaxing fishing and cooking. Nothing too crazy, you know. But this is Dayz. It could be somebody shooting me in any minute. Yeah, we end up basically, I guess you would say they're both the same type of blue crab, but we get them in the freshwater and the saltwater here. So I don't know if you'd include that a different. They're good either way. A little sweeter out the freshwater. I actually kind of like them out of the brackish water, to be fair. Have a good evening, my friend. I appreciate you. Oh, I need a sharpening stone bad. Oh, I have another. Yep, it's about to be dark. This is going to be a fun little fire. Anything to start? Nope. Nope. Excuse me. Have. Ah, did I get it right that time? But how about you, Have? I appreciate it. Because I think I've been totally saying your name wrong this whole time, and you've been the coolest person about it. Yeah, I kind of liked that thumbnail. It's one of, I think, the ones that came out the best. My little raccoon guy. Where in the hell did my... Oh, there it is. I think that might burn all my fire. Or burn all my fish. That was not supposed to place right on the fish. What the fuck? No, 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 no. What am I doing? The wrong thing. Oh, the hook's still on it. Okay. On site. Yo, yo. How about you, my friend? Trippy. How about you? Doc. Oh, shit. Okay, hey. What up? I appreciate you, Doc. Fuck yeah. I'm over here just trying to learn how to build a fire. Not really, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let's see if we got this going now. Okay. Now we're starting to cook with some grease. Let's ruin my pot real quick. Oh, wait, I need to... Yeah, that's... Let me take that off real quick. Take that back. Drink the water. Drink the fishy water. If a sniper shoots me right here, he's fucking doing a pretty damn good job. I'm more or less waiting for somebody to come over this hill once I light this fire. 'Cause I'm going to be very, how you would say it, putting a big old target on myself. I was not really hoping for it to get dark, but it is what it is. Oh, we were to Craster. I need another stick. I had another stick here. Where is it? Oh, I used it on that. Okay. Now, you catch me when I'm got one or two in me, then I'm singing. I've made a little drink seed poo, but I haven't actually touched it. It's just sitting here in front of me. No. I seen what I was doing right before I did it. Hand drill kit. There we go. Very strange. Picking the right option makes a difference. Who would have ever suspected that? Let me back up. Let me back up so I don't burn myself. Don't burn yourself. Appreciate you, Doc. You have a good night now. I know it's late for you. Yeah, I enjoy my rooftop shenanigans. I mainly do it on this map so much is because I've been all the places to go. There's really no personal want or enjoyment for me to go to Titsy or Northwest. You know? It's fun going there and getting fights and stuff, but save that for the Chads. They can have that fun. You got cooked fish? Trippy. Oh. Well, looks like my pot might actually make it through the cooking. It's always the last one that takes forever. Okay. Not dead yet. That's a good sign. Pot made it through the cooking. Okay, let's see. Have any 9mm bullets out? No, I don't. Might be the only 9mm bullets I've left. Got 2 clips. I know you're hot, buddy. It's okay. You're just gonna be hot. Gingers with soul. But this is honestly one of the reasons I love this game. Like, as peaceful as it is right here just sitting, I could be blasted at any moment. I must have missed something. Oh, Silver asked where I was from. Okay, I did miss that. My bad, Silver. I was wondering how y'all got on that topic. Yeah, I'm from the South, Silver. Definitely America, from the South. Born and raised. But I'm just a fucking goofball. I might have the southern accent and all that stuff, but I don't act or really mannerisms like a regular southern person. Definitely not your typical white guy from the South. But I do all the gun shit, fishing, outdoor shit, you know. I've spent probably more times in the woods or fishing out on a boat underneath a bridge and shit than, you know, most. I used to live underneath the, not literally live, but we fished so much and would fish for all night long, come home, sell fish, get showered, go catch a bait, and just do it again, and basically not sleep for almost days on end, it seemed like. Not really sleep. When I was a kid, not really kid, late teenage, early 20s, I practically lived underneath the Volano Bridge. It was fucking fun. But that was when I was younger and didn't have no cares in the world. And you could drive to basically an inlet and fish it anywhere you wanted. Well, technically I could still do that. It's just life. I should, though. What's up, Blaze, my friend? I just had a small break in the weather. Decided to get on for an hour or two. It's supposed to be storming back again by 9 o'clock, and then that comedy show I watched comes on tonight. So I figured I'd just get on for a little bit, prepare up for our adventure if you still was down for Sakal. Basically get my belly full. Maybe get a few more little bit odds and ends. I was debating on going over to the island and looking for a better scope, but I doubt I'd find it. Could maybe pick up another Mosin scope and have that on me for when we find a Mosin on Sakal. Yeah, kill Tony Have. You already know then. That shit's fucking hilarious. Not every contest or person that comes up is funny by all means, and sometimes that's the best entertainment, but yeah, I pretty much, Monday nights, that's what I watch. I'll wait till, the show's been on for about 30 minutes, so I can skip over commercials and dumb shit. But yeah, that's one of my jams right there. I'm really big into the comedy shit. Yeah, that's how I spell it on site. And I don't blame you for having it being not having it for being on PC. You can fucking play pretty much better maps that are modded for free. Just the time and effort of you downloading the mods. And I haven't honestly played it in a few months. Actually, probably longer than that. I think the last time I played it, it was just after they added the containers, but before they made them key coded or color coded, whatever, with key cards or whatever it is. That's when I basically stopped when I heard they were doing that, because I was like, oh, that's fucking stupid. And now they've added all kind of new shit on there. Hey, I'm a console player too, Silver. You hold on a second. Let me put the controller in my hand real quick. What button am I looking for? There we go. See? Don't get them controls on PC. Lovely controls. Look at that. The Wheel of Doom. The good old Wheel of Doom. It is fucking dark. Well, I'm glad all y'all are here just chilling. But y'all can see about as much as I can. Like, I can see a little better if I turn out my lights inside, but not much. Oh, I'm PlayStation. I have a few friends that are on the box, but I'm PlayStation. Yeah, literally, I could sit for hours just listening to fucking. You got the fire still going, you got the waves crashing. Just the stars were out a little bit better, it'd be nice. It must be a really cloudy night. That's why it's so dark. But this is almost like home to me right here. Yeah, I've spent so many hours on the big island over there, Skiskly, or however you say it. Literally a few hundred hours just on that island alone. It's one of my go-to spots if I'm fresh and spawn anywhere in the south. Go there, get some hunter gear, get set up for the adventure. It's like it's slowly getting daylight. What ammo do I have? I got plenty of 308. Let's see, what's my cargo pants? Cargo pants are high in installation. my jacket when I get over there. Oh, bruh. Did I leave a piece of fish? Oh, I about left a piece of fish. Look at that. If I can't re-break down a cooking stand into small sticks. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. That's something I've never tried to do before. Break down a cooking stand. Appreciate you, have it. You have a good one now. Ah, yeah, fucking I'll go out the other way. Can't jump right there. I swear I used to be able to. Alright, now you're irritating me. Wow, that's not actually that bright. Hmm. I figured that would have all that lit up. Darn, I was hoping there had been a boat close right there. Oh. Let's see if there's a boat down here. I'm gonna make it over to the island. Fuck it. I know there's probably the server dies out so bad at nighttime. Been running like shit lately, so a lot of people quit playing on it. little cheeky stashes over there I can see. Not that I can see. Nobody's got a boat hidden. There was a boat on the land yesterday way down there, but it was out of gas. Like, really out of gas. The fog is going to come in now. Oh, this is the original Cherno. I'm just down south. I used to play Livonia handful, but honestly, I've played Livonia probably the less. Maybe a little more than I played on Sakal because of how long Livonia's been out, but if you know, compared to how little time I had to play on Sakal and how much I actually did, I played it more than I did Livonia. I have a tendency just to basically live at Pilano, though, on Livonia. You let me get a sniper rifle and a ghillie suit, I'm in the trees waiting for somebody to make a turn at that gas station. I love basically camping the bunker on that map. Yeah, bottom corner of the map, down kind of by Cami, but all the way to the very corner where the big island is. Yeah, this island's pretty nice, at least in my opinion. It used to be a lot better because you could get tundras and Mosins on it way long ago, but they took them away. You can still get a blaze, all the hunting gear, ammo for both guns. You're supposed to only be able to find the pinpoint scope on the island anymore, but I found a blaze with the hunting scope on it on official, so Dayz's coding is only so good. You can technically find bear traps on the island. I have found them. I remember one time on a friend's community server, I'd found basically 2 bear traps on the island, swam over And I forget where I went. I went to one of the checkpoints right down the way. I might have actually went all the way up to northeast evacuation point. But either way, I went to an evacuation point, set them up in 2 tents, and literally it wasn't a few hours later, there was a team on Discord. Some kids that had just got on the server was teaching their buddy how to play Dayz. They thought it was all nice and peaceful, and boom, both of them got broken legs. I took kind of one of the longer paths right there, to be fair. You go from over there, it's shorter. Alright. Hey, we all start somewhere, my man. And trust me, if you get to the point where you get a few thousand hours in, you will miss the first few hundred. Because a lot of people will agree with me. The more time you have, the more knowledge in this game you get, the more paranoia you give yourself. When everything's still brand new and you're just learning it, that's a very beautiful time. But this is one of my favorite little spots. Like, I got a video out just of me looting the island to show where all the loot spots are. That hoodie right there is not normal. Bandages, nope, that's not normal. Somebody's close. That could be a little old, but yeah, these 2 kiosks at Hunter's Cabin right there. You can find stuff up on top of that platform. Yeah, I don't really, per se, have any videos, tutorial videos quite yet. I've been thinking about making some. It's just, and have my own twist on it, the idea, since I haven't done it. I got an overview of a script laid out for a tutorial. Got another idea for a video I've tried to already make, but it just didn't come out how I was wanting it, and I don't know. I got interrupted in doing it, so that's the main reason why I didn't post it, but it kind of opened, the idea was, I kind of basically got the idea from reading something on Jave's Discord, why he likes Dayz, or why Dayz, and that was the kind of premise of the video, but it kept turning into why Dayz, but why gaming altogether, and it was being a pretty cool video, and I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to get it to where I like it and release it. but I just kind of basically got interrupted in the middle of it, and I don't really have great editing capabilities. So most of my shit's cut takes and one shot wonders. That's another reason I haven't really done too many tutorial videos, because they'll be, live tutorials. Yeah, that's what most people do, early on. You watch most of the big name, like, streamers and stuff, their tutorials, they tell you to get off the coast as soon as you can, but 99% of them are all playing PC and community servers at that, so that's a completely different vibe. If you're playing official servers, you can have a lot of interactions and a lot of craziness on the coast, and then especially console official. So I've run into completely geared out squads with everything you can think of in the game, and any town on the coast you can name. I've run into squads of Berezino, Cherno, Electro, West Evacuation Point, Blota, the other ones I can't even pronounce. Yeah, this game's lovely for creating your own adventure. That's the whole point of it. I knew here in my recent playings, not necessarily recent, but I've become kind of a coastal menace. Just I like running the coast. I'm not always just camping freshies, but I'll do it from time to time. They gotta learn to be fearful of something. Because I'm a very firm believer this game would not be around anymore if everybody was nice. If everybody sat around the campfire holding hands singing Kumbaya, the game would have died off years ago. It's the bandits, it's the assholes, it's the times when you run around for hours on end, just only get sniped and never even see the fucker. That's what keeps this game fresh. The interactions when you talk to 20 different people and only one of them's nice, but that ends up being a friend for life. Or it takes 20 different nice interactions and you meet somebody who's wanting to go on a run for you who doesn't betray you, and boom, that's a friend for life. You could get them interactions in the same game or in other games, but I don't know. There's something special about Dayz. Like this island right here, as peaceful it looks, there could be a whole duper squad on the back of it with a giant compound built. Or these houses could be somebody's base. Or some freshie could be right there at the well right now that just swam over ahead of me. That barely has shit. But this is a cool little island. There's lootable spots right up there. A little shed. A hunting cabin, or a hunting stand, I mean. You got all these boats right there. That being, normally the boats are kind of a mix of low tier stuff, but being on this island, they're considered hunting boats. So it's everything that's lootable on this island has a possible for hunting or medieval gear. Right, there's the good cross bolts right there. Ooh, jig. There we go, that makes it worth it. Let me clear that house before I get water. Oh, please tell me. Oh, it's a sport point, motherfucker. Oh, it's a better sport point than mine, though. Ooh, there we go. Well, that being there makes me think whoever dropped the stuff earlier logged off. Oh, hello, boat. With a spark plug in it. Did somebody come right before dark and logged off or something? Another jig. Ooh, I probably should have grabbed that spark plug. That way I can give what's his name one when I meet up with him. Give Blaze one. I used to remember the name that this cross is for, but this is like one of the oldest ones in the, not the oldest by no means, but one of the older ones in the game. Almost every single one of these crosses like this that's strewn around the map are for a real life player. Like this was their favorite spot or the last spot they logged out in, and the devs put these memorials up for people. To me, what's cool as shit that the devs would do something like that. But I respect the. You're probably talking about Cam's one for Tyler, because he met Tyler's brother going there and everything. That one's up there by Gorka. Yeah, Cam's a pretty decent dude, you know. He's one of them ones that kind of has his thoughts on how the game should be played, and You know, that's really the only way you can do it. But besides that, he's a really cool dude. You know, I don't mind giving my thoughts and ideas of ways to play the game, but there's no one way to play the game. As long as you're not cheating, you're playing the game right. Don't matter if you're dying or killing, as long as you're having fun and not, you know, actually cheating the game, exploiting and shit. Nah, you're playing the game right. That's one thing I love to do is give people advice on how to survive and, you know, teach them the little key details like that. And then just, all right, there you go. If you want to go for a run, let's go for a run. If you want to go survive by yourself for 1,000 hours, have at it. Say hello to me in 6 months. That's a very enjoyable thing to give somebody the tools to make their own fun in this game. Because it is hard at first. It's very hard for a new player. And it's very, you know, disheartening when you keep dying over and over. Because trust me, I still die a lot. I can't say I don't. I still die a fucking lot. Some Mosin ammo. Oh, I forgot to grab that. Okay, what do I all have on me that I don't need on me? I know I'm gonna regret dropping that. Don't really need that because I have one. Ooh, that was a crappy potato. I must have gouged out chunks out of that potato when I was cleaning it. Let's do this. There we go. Of course it's going to start raining. I just want to see something. Yep. High insulation. Best insulation. Ooh. I know that stuff's gonna get wet as soon as I go back out. Just now he's not shivering right away. Alright, let's run across this open field, see if anybody wants to take a pot shot at me. Honestly, think whoever's boat that was and stuff, and the one thing was on before it got dark. I do need to go back to that boat and take that spark plug though. Okay, let's see if there's anything built back here in the building zone. Well, you might actually see probably maybe like an Indo motorcycle, and if they do that, they would most likely bring bicycles coming in with the new map. That's my honest guess, is that's what's going to be coming with the new map. My hopeful, jokeful guess, that would be the most hilarious thing ever, is if they do camels and then put horses on the other maps. Because imagine how cool that would be to go on a fucking run with your homies and on some camels. Do I think this game needs shit like helicopters and stuff? Nah. That would ruin the aspect of Dayz that I love. Could it use like the armored APCs to be drivable? I kind of don't think so either, because, you know, that would involve them having to put in a more higher tiered, very powerful weapon to pierce the damn thing. They definitely said that we're getting a new mode of transportation that we've never seen before, and many have wanted, was basically their exact words in a dev stream. So that leads a lot of people to speculate, like Wobo fucking people, to speculate that it's most likely a fucking helicopter or possibly a tank, because of the whole building dynamic that they're adding with the buildings. He's theorizing they're going to bring in the destruction of buildings like from Arma. I doubt that, but they might. The devs kind of said they wasn't, because that doesn't play in the feel of Dayz that they're going for, but you never know. I could be wrong. But when they're in the same dev stream, there was another part where I guess you can call him a dev, he's the marketing guy, Marks, was holding an Indo helmet, what's been in the game forever. The Indo motorcycle helmet's been in the game from get-go. And he looked at the actual dev that was playing and said, it'd be crazy if this was actually a useful item, ha ha, and then just dropped it, and neither of them said another word. That is total how the Dayz devs do hints. They give you the most random, kind of jokeful fucking bit of information that if you're not paying attention, you think it's just, what the fuck would they say that for? And another thing they'll do is completely deny something that they already have finished and in the works, in the plans. So them completely denying helicopters doesn't necessarily kill it, but the fact that when somebody asks about helicopters, they first words out of their mouth is, we already got a game with helicopters in it. Go play Arma if you want helicopters. So if the devs for Dayz are advertising Arma, when somebody asks about helicopters, that kind of makes me think, yeah, we're never seeing helicopters in Dayz official. Yeah, that's how they basically have it set up in Arma. You can blow buildings down with a rocket launcher and stuff. What I kind of not the greatest fan of the grenade launcher. I didn't think that fit the aspect of Dayz, but it's cool in a way. But I really think if they added rocket launchers, that would fuck up a lot of Dayz for people. But I'm kind of a, because yeah, I play on console, of course. But I'm kind of a purist even without the console aspect. I just like regular Dayz. Just the vanilla base game to me is something beautiful. And it's crazy. As many as times I've walked this island, I still don't get tired of it. Yeah, and all the guns are modeled off of a real life counterpart. Some of the names are even basically the, real life name. Or at least the real life nickname. What do I have in my hand? Oh, Blaze. Okay. And little things like, having to actually load your magazines and different stuff like that. Keep your, even though they make guns damage a little too easy in this game for for balance effect. The whole idea that you have to maintain your gun and everything, that's a cool aspect. This was the first game where I actually had to fish for my survival and shit. Like, it took me so long to get full vitals. The very first time I had complete full vitals all the way across was an amazement to me. I'd done been playing the game for a little while. I normally use slugs in any of the shotguns. I don't use the sawed-off too much. I don't mind the double barrel sawed-off, but especially since they added the R12, That's my go-to. If they had switched over. This baby right here is my go-to. I'm an absolute fanboy over this gun. Yeah, see, that doesn't spawn right there in the middle of the thing like that. Little baby CR. Because they did fix the little bug that Buckshots had, where only one bullet, or only one of the lead rounds was making contact with the player, or damaging the player, even though they all made contact. They did fix that, but I don't know. I've always liked the slugs, because if you're decent with your aim, and you hit with a slug, you're... That was a gunshot, but I don't think it was on the island. But it sounded close. I was probably at Cammy, though. Yeah, somebody probably just got shot at Cammy Will. There's no game to hunt on the island. Yeah, as far as that shot was, that was probably Cammy Will. The rubbers are only fun if you're wanting to capture people, tie them up. I don't mind the rubbers if I can't find nothing else, and I know there's geared players on the coast, because you can take a plate carrier person and uncon them with a double shot from rubber. Definitely wouldn't go into battle with it if I had a better choice, but and for whatever reasons, I don't know what they did with the slugs on this gun, but you can reach somebody upwards of 100 or so yards with this gun and drop them. And it's funny as can be looking. I don't have one right now, but if you have the marksman scope, it fits on this thing. The big old marksman scope on this shotgun is the most hilarious looking thing in the world. They do the slightest bit of damage, so they definitely don't really hurt the person. But, you know, a freshie one shot to normally uncon them, and a completely geared Chad, you know, 2 or 3 good hits definitely is going to uncon them with rubbers. But if you say you have a double barrel, even sawed off far long, if you got the double barrel and you're up close, you're dropping them uncon. And once players uncon, you got the chance to kill, maim, feed them meat, do whatever. To me, an uncon is close enough to death unless you're a lucky person. I wonder if that person was maybe trying to fudge a little shot out so I'll come looking for him. It kind of sounded like it was on the island, but I don't know. Wouldn't be nothing for him to be shooting at on the island over here. Probably right when my first guess it was Cammy. It was on the island. That's what I think the guy was doing. Was baiting me, hoping I'd come looking for the shot. Quit doing that. Between the rain and the fog, I can't fucking see nowhere. But for the most part, this is the island. You know, it's not giant, but it's not small either. Some would say it's about the right size, you know. Some say them giant ones, you know, are not for them. See, that's the beauty of this game. There could be somebody hiding in any of these trees. Yep, baiting works. It does. It was a single shot and it didn't even sound like a really super high caliber. Sounded like it could have been a BK, you know, but it was so far away. You know, it could have been somebody killing that chicken up by the... But the sound sounded like it came from this way. Where you at, little? Come on, let me see somebody running. Yeah, ghillie suits are nice if you're in the right color tree and you don't plan to move too much. You take a ghillie suit into a town and stuff, they make you stick out so much though. And then the lack of storage on a ghillie. You gotta be kind of prepared to run ghillie and only ghillie. Nothing been messed with over here. Yeah, like I said, I think that was Cammy. Somebody got shot at the well. Yeah, I'm a little fan of the sports scope too. It's not bad. It's not the greatest at long distance, but for what it is, it's definitely not bad. It runs pretty good on the Blaze, I think. Like, I would take a hunting scope and a heartbeat over it, but, you know. My eyes playing tricks on me, or did I see somebody? My eyes playing tricks on me. Come on, Rain, stop. And then another thing, the longer you play this game, you'll start hearing random footsteps that are not there. You'll see stuff. Hey, operator. How about you, my friend? I'd seen that party request a moment ago, but I'm going to be getting off here in a second. I was only going to be on for a little bit tonight. Alright, do I even want to go over there and get that damn extra spark plug? Yeah, that shot was from Cammy. Had to have been. I do wish there was just one zoom on this scope. I do like how you look at it with both eyes open, so you can keep peripheral. Yeah, and there's the rain again. Alright, oh, fuck it. Screw it. Let's go get that. Oh, I know something I never did. Do? Oops. Never filled up my water pot. I thought that was the person there standing for a second. Two cowboy hats. Hey, Zero. Yeah, I think you needed to have like the Ultimate Edition of possibly both of them, because I know I have the Ultimate Edition for the first and second game, but I think it was only the second one, to be fair, because it's the Beast is kind of like a shit. Is a DLC to the second game, I guess. What I hate calling, even though it, by definition, it is the second Dying Light, but I hate calling it that. To me, the Beast is the second rendition of Dying Light. Dying Light 2 is like how Fast and Furious 3 is, or Tokyo Drift is technically the third movie, but not really. What did it cost you, Zero? If you don't mind me asking. Or what were they wanting for it? Okay, I think I'm gonna log out over here at the one little spot. To be fair, this is a great memorial spot. I'm looking over the water right here. It's kind of one of my favorites. Wow, damn, I heard the game was expensive. I didn't realize it was that expensive. Like I said, I thought it was basically DLC, but I'd seen in their promo where they said it was a standalone game, per se. But from the little I've played of the second one, I can tell a lot of similarities in how the character moves and you fight the zombies. Damn, I even feel more lucky now that I got that shit for free. I'm glad I checked it the other day when Marky was playing. 'Cause I was sitting there watching Marky play, and I was like, man, this game's fucking cool as shit. Excuse me. Okay, y'all. Well, much appreciate everybody who stopped in. Everybody who liked. Wow, 11 likes. I think that might be the top for me for a live stream. Holy shit, thank y'all. Everybody liked. Somebody, I believe, subbed while I was playing. Fuck yeah, to whoever that was. Because I don't have the Streamlabs thing. I don't get a notification right away if somebody subbed. That's part of the console life. But yeah, very well appreciate everybody who stopped in, liked, fucking. Of course, you know, you gotta say everybody who liked and subbed, but I just appreciate everybody who stops in and says hello. You know, it means the world to me that people take time out of their fucking. Because I'm usually playing in the evening time, so evening for me. But takes time out of their day to fuck off and hang out with me. And you're a pretty cool dude, Silver. I've seen you in a couple chats, you know. You're pretty cool. I say dude to everybody. My bad if you're, you know. To me, dude is like a unisexual. If you ever seen the movie, fuck now I can't. The Big Lebowski. The whole religion of the dude. By no means do I say I am that, but that's his whole philosophy of life and just chill and be friends with everybody. Smoke a little pot, you know. That was kind of always been one of my favorite movies. That's kind of, you know, where it came from, the dude Mick, in a way. I ain't gonna lie. Because to me, that just puts, you know, that's a vibe of chillness, you know. You can't be that dude and, you know, be an asshole to everybody. Even though in real life I've been called an asshole more than once. I've played the asshole. Definitely more than once. But I try to take gaming as the escape from real life. Uh, we're preparing to hop over to Sakal. I was supposed to go Sunday, but I played a little bit off stream with Blaze. I just wasn't mentally there Sunday. And I was struggling to even turn on the game tonight, but I said, fuck it. But I'll definitely get back to what I want to call my regular shit, afternoon times and stuff. But no, we're definitely gonna try to hop on Sakal and run it for a little bit, go explore. I don't think Blaze has seen any of Sakal really, besides the little bit he's played with you. But I haven't been on Sakal since they, excuse me, added the ship and a couple of things like that. So I haven't seen the ship. They're with this next update. If I think it's this next one, or if they already did it, but I believe it's this next one. They're switching up the bunker a little bit, and I want to go see all the new stuff in the bunker. Yeah, I think the last time I really played Sakal, any like length of time, was before they made the containers have keys to get into them. Because literally, that was my favorite thing to do on the map, was find a boat, ride out to the islands, and just hang out on an island. You know, hint, hint. And then the main island of Sakau being one giant coastline, basically. That's a fucking coastal menace's wet dream there. You literally just do a big circle around the island. It's fucking hilarious. Bunker's fun. I went and did that when the map first dropped out. It took me 3 lives to get into the bunker on official. Got totally smoke checked the first time I got there. Was getting into the room where you put the generators at, and we were clearing that, and there was one guy in there and a couple guys in the woods, and I guess they had buddies that was in the bunker, or they were just camping that, but they had the generator running, so I'm guessing there was people in the bunker too. But there was at least 4, maybe 5 people right there around that one little room. They fucking smoked us. Yeah, if you find the briefcase, basically right there around that mountain is a little mini laboratory type thing. It's basically one little building. You can find the key sometimes in that for the case, and then really close to the volcano, there's a kind of research style like military that has 2 or 3 more of the little research camper trailer type things, and you can almost always find it in one of the trailers there. But it's like a little white key. It says briefcase key. But the briefcase is where it's the only way you can get the glow plug on Sakau now, and you get 2 water bottles that filter the water automatically when you fill it up. Like you can fill it up with snow and it filters it automatically. And I believe you get a few of the pills that cure the sickness, the metal sickness, and purify the water, and something else. You get the ice pick and something else. The ice pick's pretty cool. It's useless besides a stabbing weapon, but it's cool for the looks of it. A lot of people were bummed that you couldn't go ice fishing. But to be fair, if all the ground and water and everything on Sakau is poisonous, what the fuck do you think the fish in the lakes are going to be? If they're swimming around in poisonous water all the time, even if it doesn't kill them, their meat's not going to be good to eat. You know, some people don't really take the realization factor that Dayz tries to go for on shit into play. Yeah, the ice pick does have a long durability. And that's kind of one of the things I didn't like about the water bottles. They don't have that long of durability. At least the last time I found one. Like, I was a big fan they did the meat thing on the predators. Because in real life, a wolf pack would be hunting down infected people all the time as easy prey. And their meat would be tainted, I would think. And a bear, maybe not hunting down the people as much, only if it kind of came in their territory, but in real life, bears have parasites. So if you don't cook them right and know which parts to cook, a bear could fuck you up in real life. I honestly think they should make some of the more of the animals, maybe not necessarily considered predators, but at least somewhat attack you. Like a boar should run you down and gore your ass if you get too close to it. The bulls, they should be a little bit more aggressive and have the tendency to charge at you. And one thing I think they should steal from Red Dead, a damn deer, a fucking buck, should charge at you. That's the funniest shit in Red Dead to me. Especially like when you're standing on a cliffside and a fucking buck just comes up out of nowhere and booms you off. Oh, that's hilarious to me. It pisses me off so much when I'm playing, but it's so freaking hilarious after the fact. I'm very surprised they haven't added an affected animal. I think there's probably like some kind of rules or laws in some country that they have the game in, they want to keep the game in, that they haven't done the affected animals. Because I know that's why there's no younger NPCs, basically kids. One of the reasons they don't have any animals in the game, like pet animals like your dogs and cats, because they don't want people eating them, and it's, one country won't have the game or something because of that. Reason they took out anything to do with drugs, like the marijuana that they were putting in the game at one point that you could still find in the files, is because Australia banned the game when it had anything to do with drugs in it. Zombie cats would be funny, but I honestly think there should be packs of wild dogs in the cities that could attack you, and then cats should be roaming the city and randomly like run away from you if you get close to it. So if you're like sitting up on a building top or something and you see a cat all of a sudden jump and run across another building, you know somebody's running the road right there. And then of course a flock of birds should leave the forest or something if you scare them, like if you shoot near the birds. But I see the limitations in the game why they don't have some things. I think we should have seagulls on the coast, though. But if they had seagulls, they would have to add other bird figures. Yeah, Australia banned this game for a couple different things that they ended up taking out. Australia's people think it's the land, it's all wild and fun and games there, and everybody just fucks off and is fucked up all the time. Australia's very strict, and booze and stuff there is highly expensive. Like to go get a 12 pack there, you're talking 50, $60. Unless you're getting like the bottom shelf stuff they made in town. And their gun laws in Australia are crazy. We're starting to get some crazy ones here. It's not as easy and as land of the free as a lot of people around the world think it is with guns here. Yes, almost anybody can own a gun, but there is some laws and regulations to how you go about it. I know, I'm just chatting shit now with y'all. I already said I was getting off, but fuck it. I'm surprised how many people just sit here because this is one of the reasons why I even decided to start streaming. A few people was like, dude, I'd love to just bullshit with you and fucking watch you play. And it surprises me to this day. People jumping in chat and just bullshitting. I do it all the time for people, so I don't know why it surprises me, but it does. See, the thing is, I lost all my guns in a boating accident, so, government can go find them if they want to. Be very hard. I got a couple spots I can show them where, I happen to big wave hit me here, or I forgot to plug one day and almost sank the boat, so I had to throw out the guns for weight. Just crazy stuff. You know. That reminds me of a joke. Uh, there's a couple guys trapped in a raft that from their ship sinking, and one of them has a pack of cigarettes. He looks around, hands each one of his buddies a cigarette, and says, "Well, who's got a lighter?" All of them look at each other and say, "Oh, no, I guess we ain't got a lighter." One of them grabs a cigarette, throws it over, and says, "Well, now we're one cigarette lighter." I know that was a dumb one, but somebody's laughing. Yeah, that's something you can expect from me is very cheesy, corny jokes. I got loads of them. Some people say I'm tattooed with in nothing but dad jokes from head to toe. To be fair, as much as I tell them in chats and streams, because literally if I fuck with somebody, I'll enter a stream by telling a dad joke. Like that's 90% of the time. That's how you can tell if I'm in a decent mood and if I fuck with the vibe of the people. Is I'll enter a chat normally with a dad joke or within the first few minutes shoot out a fucking joke. Well, there could be a couple things, but normally a stick. You know, I could say my Johnson after she lets me get a little backdoor action, but let me have a couple more drinks and I'll make that joke. Yeah, I'm the worst to tell dad jokes too, because I normally know all of them. But I appreciate the simple jokes. So most of the time, especially like in somebody else's chat, I won't answer the joke. Because to me, the reason I'll get a little serious for a second. The reason I tell dad jokes and just jokes like that, period, is because, yes, I know most of them are retarded and stupid and are not necessarily the funniest thing in the world, but if for that split second when somebody's reading it, they smile and laugh, to me, when you're laughing at something for that one particular moment in time, everything else doesn't matter. That one moment while you're laughing, just kind of going, even if it's a stupid laugh, like rolling your eyes in the back of your head, for that moment, everything else is just gone. For that particular just sliver of time, it's like you're an innocent little fucking kid again, just laughing at something you've seen for the first time. And to me, if I can give somebody just that split second of enjoyment in their day, it was worth it to me. I don't care if I say it in front of 100 people and only one person laughs. I did it for that one person. But I've given my show enough time to get past any dumbness so I can skip the commercials. And if y'all actually want to see some real comedy or listen to real jokes by well, not all of them, because anybody can get pulled out of the hat on this show. If you've never watched Kill Tony, it's basically live right now on YouTube. Check it out. It's a stand-up comedy podcast per se, but they video it. There's a bucket. He pulls names out of a bucket. That person gets 60 seconds and then they interview them. It can be comedy gold. It can be a complete first timer that has no fucking clue what they're doing and shouldn't be on stage. But it's normally hilarious. But that's what I'm gonna watch for my rest of my evening. Let me see. Let's see if I can shout out people that was around. Trippy was around. We got Silver in the house. Appreciate y'all. Zero was around. I know I seen old Woot Woot on-site in here earlier. On-site's great, people. Trippy is a fucking Timu pub fucking legend. Him and Lag be killing it on the pub. Anybody wants to watch a PC player do some hardcore shit, on-site's your man. Operator had stopped in for a minute, and Aiden did. Appreciate you, Aiden. Have stopped in, that's right. Blaze stopped in. Doc stopped in, oh right, that's right. Doc, soft rated. Doc's another person that plays the hardcore servers. He's a fucking G. He does music nights and shit. That's fucking pretty good fun time. He'll play some random shit, get his fucking stream copyrighted and stuff just for the laughs. I appreciate you, Aiden. I really do. You're more than welcome to stop in anytime. I'm try to get a little more consistent and be on most afternoons or nights. I try to keep everything light and enjoyable. Don't talk about life too much, per se, about the dramas. Because we all have problems. We all have traumas. You know, one person's pain and suffering is no better or greater than another person's pain and suffering. Nobody's done life twice. This is everybody's first attempt at life. And unfortunately, our only attempt. You know, so just because shit doesn't always work out, it's better than the alternative, really. But I'm going to quit babbling on. Much love to all of y'all great people. Y'all are really nice people. Y'all are the shit. And I thank every one of y'all. Until next time. Until next time, I'm going to keep on keeping on. And like I always say, have a good time at it. And, no, what did I normally say? I can't even remember what I normally say now. Have a great time because we're not here for a long time. That's what I normally say. There we go. And that's the honest truth right there. Try to make it a great time because, unfortunately, it goes by so freaking quick. Love y'all. Y'all have a good one.